All right, well, good morning. It's morning 3, another great morning on the Appalachian Trail. We just left Little Laurel, I think it's called, shelter. I had a good night there, real windy though. I slept in the shelter and could feel that breeze all night, which was kind of nice actually. After I laid down last night, a southbounder showed up, so I talked to him this morning. Cinder fella. He's heading southbound, of course, and just under 300 miles to go to get to Springer. He's hoping to get there before Thanksgiving. So wish him well. I'm sure we won't see him again. Mike slept in his tent last night. Said he could hear that wind all night also. But a good night. Feel better than I thought I would after that 14 yesterday. So we're going to go about 8.6, which was the original plan, to that first shelter, and then kind of reassess there, decide if we want to push a little further. Everything extra we do now just makes that last day a little easier. So, all right, well, I'm going to get moving, and we'll check in as we go. All right, made it down here to Log Cabin Drive. Long downhill to get here. Rough on the knees, but also pretty quick. Put down about 3.5 already today. Got about 1.5 miles to Allen Gap. And then we'll take start going up again. Only about 5 miles from the shelter right now, and it's only 9 a.m. So I can't imagine we're going to stop at that shelter, probably push on to the campsite ahead. All right, we'll catch you in later. Woo, going down again. All right, man, I'm out of breath. This climbing out of Sam's Gap is no joke, let me tell you. First off, let me say I really appreciate all those who came out here and built this trail. But man, they never heard of a switchback, I'll tell you that. It is straight up, most of it. Probably within 1 mile to the shelter now. Still before noon. So not bad. Gonna take a long break there. But this climbing, boy, is relentless. It's about as steep as the descent was into Sam's Gap. So, boy, I guess you're gonna get it northbound or southbound. You get it here. Yeah, kicking my butt. But man, you get to this point right here, just high enough where I could see over the ridge right off of the trail. Let me turn around. And yeah, I don't know if you can make it out. But boy, you could just see forever, and you could see the town down below. Not sure what that is over there. And you may not be able to see it through the trees, but man, what a beautiful day. All right, that's it for now. I'm gonna keep pushing. I'll talk to you again when I get to the shelter. Out. All right, back on trail after a long lunch break. Hopefully you can hear me. It's real windy here. Stopped at Spring Mountain Shelter. Little shelter, looks like an older one, but made for a comfortable break spot. Laid in that shelter for about an hour. Now we're back on trail. Only got about another 2.5 to go. Gonna make it to the top of, goodness gracious, as always, I can't remember, but it's up at the top of the next climb. And there's a campsite up there, I believe an observation tower, and supposedly a pretty good water source. So that'll set us up for a good descent into hot springs tomorrow. And we'll see. We'll see how far we push it tomorrow. Maybe able to finish this thing up tomorrow, depending on how we feel when we get to hot springs. But anyway, I'm gonna keep hiking for now. Doing a little descending right now, so it's getting a little tricky. All right. We made it to Rich Mountain Camp, about 11.2 on the day, and some tough climbing. I haven't hiked the whole AT, but I've hiked a big portion of Vermont, pretty soon all of North Carolina, all of Tennessee, and all of Georgia. And listen, this last section or two, that last day or two, have been about the steepest climbing I've seen on the AT. My goodness. Anyway, good days of climbing, great weather. Sitting right here on this, near the summit of this mountain. I'm assuming it's going to be kind of windy tonight. It's supposed to be gust up to 20. So we'll give the old Light Heart gear a good run for its money tonight. You see Mike set up back there. Pretty nice camp. Probably 4 or 5 nice flat spots you can find. But we're kind of just right on this little hump here. You can see behind us, if you can see right below that sun there is the summit. So almost set up, gonna get changed, chill out for a little bit. Man, what good time we made today. Got here by, I want to say 3:15. It's pretty good. Better pace than that's typical for me, so particularly given the tough climbing. But I'm gonna get squared away a little bit, get some good rest, get changed. Not sure I'll talk to you again tonight, but if I do, I do. If not, I'll see you in the morning. We'll be hiking into Hot Springs tomorrow. All right. All right, well, good morning. Starting day 4 here out of Rich Mountain Camp. Had a good night. It was windy up there, but still nice, not too cold. Did rain a little bit during the night, but that passed through pretty quickly. Good sunrise this morning. So we're on the trail here about 8, I guess about 7:45, 8 o'clock. And headed down into Hot Springs here, about 8 miles, 8.5 miles into Hot Springs. Been mostly down today. Got a couple humps before we get into Hot Springs, but then figuring we get down there by noon is what I expect. Just have to see how it goes. All right, I'll try to show you a lot of the trail today. You can see I'm looking at some pretty sky. I don't even know if you can see it. It's kind of glowing out there, but I'll try to show you what I can today. All right, here we go. Alright, we're getting our first look at the French Broad as we drop down into Hot Springs. Got about 2 miles to go. This looks like a little up right here, and it is, but we're pretty much going downhill for these 2 miles. Alright, getting closer. We are at Lover's Leap Rock. Let's get out here to the end. We're not going to leap today, but let's get on out here. Oh yeah, it's far enough. Hot Springs and the beautiful French Broad River. Oh, look at that, how pretty that is. All right, we're under a mile now down to the river. Just kind of hitting these switchbacks back and forth. I think we'll be down there probably 15-20 minutes. I don't know, maybe this is Lover's Rock. Lover's Leap. I'm gonna climb up this little thing behind me. I guess it doesn't matter where you leap from, right? All right, let's go see. Oh yeah, this is a little better. Still don't want to leap. We're gonna walk down instead. All right, here we go. Made it down to the river. Popular day hiker spot. Apparently I've seen a number of day hikers headed up towards Lover's Leap. Alright, we'll check in a few. Surprised about that internment camp for Germans. Alright, here we are. Hot Springs, North Carolina. Gonna find something to eat. Made it down here before 11:30. See if I can find a burger. Alright, I'm out. Alright, just got some lunch here. Stopped in Smoky Mountain Diner, Hot Springs, North Carolina. Now we're getting ready to head up that climb after that big old hungry hiker burger. See how it feels. But it looks like we're gonna be able to finish this thing today. Plan was to finish it tomorrow, but we only have 3.1 to get to the shelter, and then another about 3 miles after that. So yep, that's what it's looking like. All right, let's get going up this mountain. There's Appalachian Trailer. I think they're closed right now for the year, if I'm not mistaken. And then I guess Laughing Heart hostels around here somewhere too. All right. On the last mile to the car at Garenflo Gap. Not too bad. After you get to that last shelter there, I'll put it in the I'll put it down below. I can't remember the name of it as usual. They're the first shelter going southbound out of Hot Springs. I didn't go to the shelter because it's a little bit off and I don't need to go. However, the water source across the AT from the shelter side trail, there's a blue blaze, and it goes down about 400 feet probably, but it's pretty flat. Hike down to the water source and good water. So if you need water, that's a good place to stop. It is just starting to sprinkle a little bit, so I'm hoping to make it to the car before the downpour. Funny fact, last time I hiked into Garenflo Gap coming northbound from Standing Bear Hostel, walked into Garenflo Gap in a downpour, so trying to avoid that today. Been a great hike so far. When I get to the car, if I don't see you again before then, when I get to my car, we'll kind of do a little recap and shut this thing down. All right, here we go. All right, well, that's a wrap. Back here at Garenflo Gap, where I slept a few nights ago, 4 nights ago. This Big Mike's truck behind me, he's finishing up right now. He's been in front of me the whole day. He just let me finish. Made me feel good, I guess. He's a strong hiker. All right, well, I'm gonna get in the truck here with Mike. He's gonna take me back to Sam's Gap where my car is. It's been a great trip. 4 days, about 52 miles. Sam's Gap, southbound to Garenflo Gap. Great weather, starting to sprinkle a little bit now, but we had the best of the weather in November in North Carolina on the Appalachian Trail. All right, that's it for now. We'll see you soon.